Good morning, students. As I told yesterday, we are going to start the new chapter, that is excretory system. The excretory system or the renal system, urinary system. Now, coming to the human body, we have many organs inside our body and many metabolic activities are going on inside our body. So, the metabolic activities result in the production of wastes. So, these wastes should be get rid of from the body, otherwise they will become toxic to the tissues or the cells. Hence, these waste materials should be removed, and the organs involved in the removal of this waste are called excretory organs. Excretory organs. So, what is excretion? Excretion means elimination or removal of metabolic waste products like nitrogen, excess of water, salt, and other waste materials from our body is called excretion. So, this is the definition of excretion. You must remember this. Once again, I will repeat that one. It is nothing but the elimination or removal of metabolic waste products like nitrogen, excess of water, salts, and other waste materials from our body is called excretion. So, excretion is nothing but removal of the waste materials from our body. So, there are many waste materials. Excess of water will be there, salts are there, then nitrogen, urea, uric acid, all other metals and materials will be there in our body. So, all they are excess and they should be removed out. So, this is called as excretory system. Animals, the major portion of the excretory waste is nitrogen, because in the metabolic activities the nitrogen is produced and this nitrogen should be removed out from the body, otherwise it will be a toxic material for the body. So, hence the nitrogen should be removed out. But the thing is that in many animals the nitrogen in its free form cannot be eliminated out. Nitrogen in its free form, N, that is the N, nitrogen. So, this N cannot be removed out when it is free in its form. They should be eliminated in compound like ammonia, urea and uric acid. Ammonia, urea and uric acid. So, in these forms it should be removed out. The nitrogen should combine with other elements and it should be removed out. So, the compounds of the nitrogen are nothing but ammonia, urea and uric acid, and in this form the nitrogen is removed out from our body. Animals, there are three types of animals which excrete the ammonia in the nitrogen in the form of ammonia, and other one is urea and the uric acid. There are three forms, three types of animals. The first animals which eliminate nitrogen in the form of ammonia Ammonia is NH3. Urea is CH4N2O and uric acid is C5H4N4 then O3. So these are the chemical formula for the ammonia, urea and uric acid. Ammonia is NH3, urea is CH4N2O, then uric acid is C5H4N4O3. So these are the chemical formulas. Now there are three types of animals which excrete the nitrogen in all different three types. They are the animals which eliminate nitrogen in the form of ammonia are called amniotic animals. Amniotic, AMMONOTELIC, amniotic animals. So here amniotic, and for urea again it will come animals which eliminate nitrogen in the form of urea as a nitrogenous waste product are called ureotelic. Ureotelic animals. Then uric acid, the animals which eliminate nitrogen in the form of uric acid as nitrogenous waste material are called uricotelic. Uricotelic. So the animals which eliminate the ammonia in the form of nitrogen in the form of ammonia are called amniotic. Examples are protozoans, crustaceans, larvae and most of the aquatic animals. The animals present in the water, they are called aquatic animals, and these aquatic animals are mostly amniotic. They excrete the nitrogen in the form of ammonia, and the animals which excrete ammonia in the form of urea are called ureotelic animals. Examples: earthworm, cartilaginous fishes, amphibians and mammals. So the mammals also include in this group. They are ureotelic. The human beings are ureotelic. We excrete the nitrogen in the form of urea. The urine contains urea. The urine which is produced in the kidney is called is nothing but urea. So we excrete the nitrogen in the form of urea. Examples are earthworm, cartilaginous fishes, most of the amphibians which are present in the water as well as on the land, amphibian group of animals, and mammalian group, all the mammals. Then the animals which excrete the nitrogen in the form of uric acid as a nitrogenous waste material are called uricotelic animals, and these examples for this uricotelic animals are reptiles and birds. Birds and reptiles, they excrete the nitrogen in the form of uric acid. So uric acid is produced in the reptiles and the birds as the nitrogenous waste material. So these are the three groups of animals: amniotic animals, ureotelic animals, then uricotelic animals. So the excretion is nothing but the elimination of the nitrogenous waste materials which is produced by the metabolic activities and the excess of water, salts, then nitrogen and other things, other waste materials from our body is called excretion. Now coming to the excretory organs of the human being, these are the excretory organs. The first one is the kidney. This is the first one. Then ureter, urinary bladder, and urethra. These are the four very important organs of the excretion of the human being. So in the human being, the excretory organs are also are present in the human being. They are nothing but there are four types of excretory organs present in the human being. Not only the kidney removes the waste. In other words, kidney or the urinary system is not only one excretory organ. Kidneys, they are also excretory organ, no doubt, but they take the first place in the removal of the nitrogenous waste material. Likewise, the rectum and anus, which removes the undigested bowels. The undigested food materials are excreted out through the rectum and the anus. So the end of the digestive products, bowels, which are removed out from the body through the anus and the rectum. So these are also the excretory organs. The kidneys remove waste products of the metabolism. Rectum and anus removes waste products of the digestive material. Then there is two more things. The skin which is above our body, it is also an excretory organ. It removes the excess of water in the form of sweat. ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೆವರು ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಬೆವರು ಏನಂದರೆ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್, ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನಸ್ ವೇಸ್ಟು, ದೆನ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟರ್, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಬೆವರು. ಸೊ ಸ್ಕಿನ್, ಚರ್ಮ ಸಹ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಟರಿ ಆರ್ಗನ್. ಇಟ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ಸ್ ದಿ ಎಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟರ್. ದೆನ್ lungs are also excretory organs. Lungs remove the carbon dioxide. You know this one. When we take up the air inside, inspiration, oxygen is trapped by the blood and the carbon dioxide is thrown out in the alveoli. And from the alveoli, the carbon dioxide mixed with the air is passed away or pushed away during expiration. The harmful carbon dioxide which is present in your body is removed or eliminated by the lungs. So the lungs are also excretory organs. So in the human body there are four excretory organs: the kidneys, the rectum and the anus, the skin and the lungs. So four types are there. So coming to the main excretory organ of our body is nothing but the urinary system which contains kidney, ureter, urinary bladder and urethra. So these are the 4 points here. Now this is the excretory system figure. So it's in Kannada is here. You can see here Mahanavana Visarjananga Viva, kidney, ureter, then ಯೂರಿನರಿ ಬ್ಲಾಡರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯುರೆಥ್ರಾ 1 2 3 ಇಲ್ಲಿ 4 ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಒಂದನೇದು ಮೂತ್ರ ಜನಕಾಂಗ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಿಡ್ನಿ, ಮೂತ್ರನಾಳ ಯುರಿಟರ್, ಮೂತ್ರಕೋಶ ಯೂರಿನರಿ ಬ್ಲಾಡರ್, then urethra, renal abhidhamani that is nothing but aorta, renal apadhamani is nothing but inferior vena cava. So this is about the system. One more chart is here, you can see in English it is here. Kidney, human urinary system, this is the figure and this is the section I have drawn there. I will explain it about. So the urinary system, the renal arteries and veins enter inside the kidneys, 2 kidneys, then blood vessels and the urinary pipe that is the ureter, then urinary bladder, urethra. So this is about this one. Now coming to this system, urinary system, the urinary system or excretory system consists of kidneys which are 2 in number, the left kidney and the right kidney, RK and LK. So 2 kidneys are there with adrenal gland like a cap, that is the suprarenal gland or the adrenal gland like a cap on the kidney. They are placed like a cap on the kidney. Now these kidneys filter the blood to remove waste and produce urine. The blood enters inside the kidney and the nitrogenous waste materials is taken up by the kidney and thrown out through the ureter and stored in the urinary bladder. So the function of the kidney is to remove the nitrogenous waste materials from the blood and excrete it or remove it from the body. The second one is ureter. This is the ureter, which are pair in number. They are pair of urinary tract. They are called as urinary tract, which convey urine from kidney to the urinary bladder. The urine is conveyed from kidney to the urinary bladder through ureters. Then urinary bladder, muscular storage sac. It is a muscular storage sac for urine. Urine is stored in the urinary bladder. Urethra, it is a channel or outlet to excrete. It is the channel here, it will be continued as a channel to remove the waste materials to the exterior or outside. So beside filtering the eliminating waste from the body, besides the filtering and elimination of waste materials from the body, the urinary system maintains the concentration or homeostasis of water, iron, pH, blood pressure and the calcium level, the calcium concentration. So all these concentrations are maintained by the urinary system, that is called as homeostasis. HOMEOSTASIS, homeostasis. So this is nothing but the maintenance of the concentration of water, ions, pH, blood pressure and the calcium. Coming to the first one, that is the kidney. The kidneys are 2 in number, I have already told. They are reddish brown in color, bean shaped structures. The color of the kidney is reddish brown and they are bean shaped. Bean means beans. Beans is ಒಂದು ಕಾಳು ನೋಡಿರಲ್ಲ ನೀವು, ಬೀನ್ ಕಾಳನ್ನು ಆ ಕಾಳಿನ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, bean shaped. They are situated on the, these two kidneys are very important for the removal of the waste materials. So these two kidneys are situated on the posterior abdominal wall, back side, on either side of vertebral column ಎರಡು ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ, between the level of last thoracic and third lumbar vertebrae, the last thoracic and the third lumbar vertebrae, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಥೊರಾಸಿಕ್ನಿಂದ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಲಂಬಾರ್ ವರ್ಟಿಬ್ರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂಥ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಎರಡು ಕಿಡ್ನಿಗಳು, ಒಂದು ಎಡಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಬಲಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ 2 kidneys ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಅಬ್ಡಾಮಿನಲ್ ವಾಲ್ and they are present at the last thoracic and the third lumbar vertebrae. So the right kidney is slightly lower than the left due to presence of the liver. The right kidney, this kidney is little bit lower than the left kidney because liver is present here. So to give the place to the liver, it has to come down, little bit it comes down. And on the head of the kidney, we have the suprarenal gland or the adrenal gland. It comes under endocrine system. The ductless gland, that is the adrenal or suprarenal gland. Outer surface is convex. The outer surface of the kidney is convex, here convex, and the inner surface is concave. This is concave surface, this is convex surface. There is a deep notch in the concave side. Here, this is the deep notch in the concave side. This is the concave side, and here a deep notch. That notch is called hilum, Hilum, through which renal arteries, nerves enter. The renal arteries and the nerves enter inside the kidney, whereas the renal veins and the ureter, they come out from the kidney. Renal veins and ureter, they come out from the kidney. Kidneys are surrounded by a tough fibrous tissue called capsule. This is tough fibrous tissue called as renal capsule. So the renal capsule is present on the kidneys, which is covered by a shock absorbing layer of adipose tissue called renal fat pad. This is the renal fat pad which absorbs the shock. Whenever the shock comes to the kidney, it absorbs. It is made up of adipose tissue and the fibrous adipose tissue, and a thick wall is present on them, that one called as the capsule. Each kidney weighs about 125 to 175 grams. 125 to 175 grams in male and 115 to 155 grams in female. In males they weigh 125 to 175 grams, and in the female the weight of the kidney are 115 to 155 grams. They are about 11 to 14 centimeter in length. 11 to 14 centimeter in length. udda 11 to 14 centimeter. Then 6 centimeter wide and 4 centimeter thick. So in male, the weight of the kidney is 125 to 175. In female, it is 115 to 155 grams in female, and the length is 11 to 14 centimeter, width is 6 centimeter, thickness is 4 centimeter. So you must remember this. They are about 11 to 14 centimeter in length, 6 centimeter in width, and 4 centimeter in thickness. The longitudinal section of the kidney shows, so this is the longitudinal section of the kidney, which shows two parts, main two parts. They are called as cortex and medulla. The outer layer is cortex, the inner portion is called medulla. Renal cortex and the renal medulla. So this longitudinal section, when we take up, I will show the figure of the kidney. The model is here. You can see this model. This is the suprarenal gland. This is the kidney. Here the renal arteries, renal veins, which go inside, then the ureter comes out. So this is about the kidney. Now coming to the longitudinal section. Coming to the longitudinal section again, human kidney. This is the model for here. This is the left kidney, which is taken up the section of the kidney wherein ureter comes out here. The renal arteries and veins go inside. This is the cortex region. This is cortex. This is medulla. Yellow portion is medulla. Red portion is cortex. And the thick one outside is called as the capsule. And these are the pyramids present inside. Wherein the filtration of the blood takes place here. And the urine is produced in the pelvis and it is taken out by the ureter to the urinary bladder. So this is the model section of the kidney. Now coming in detail, the renal capsule is the outer layer, the cortex and the medulla are the two portions of the sections, renal kidneys. Now kidney is divided into cortex and medulla. The cortex is thick fibrous tissue, made up of thick fibrous tissue, and in the concave region, I have told this is the convex region, this is the concave region. In the concave region, there is a small slit-like structure called as hilum, through which the renal artery and renal vein enter inside. The renal artery and the nerves enter inside. The renal vein and the ureter, they come out. They take out the blood, renal vein, and goes to the inferior vena cava. Now, in the medullary region, you can see pyramid-like structures. 1, 2, 3, 4 pyramid-like structures which contain renal papillae, wherein the filtration takes place. And this is the renal sinus wherein the urine is produced. And this will be absorbed by the renal pelvis, and then from the renal pelvis it goes to the renal vein. So now the renal sinus is present, then minor calyx, major calyx This is the minor carotids, this is the major carotids, and these are the blood vessels, renal arteries which supply the blood to the all the pyramids wherein the filtration takes place. The filtration of the blood takes place here, and the waste is produced out, and this waste is taken up by the renal vein and for purification. This waste is taken up by the pelvis and then to the ureter, and ureter takes it to the ureter takes to the urinary bladder. Now the deoxygenation of the impure blood takes taken up by the renal vein, and this renal vein takes the blood to the inferior vena cava, which takes it to the heart for further pumping. So this is all about this section of the kidney section. If you take the cross section, longitudinal section of the kidney, then you can see the two parts of the kidney, cortex and medulla. Medulla is the main portion wherein the filtration of blood takes place, which is made up of cone-like structures. They are nothing but the pyramids, and in the pyramids renal papillae are present wherein the filtration takes place, urine is produced, and urine is taken up by the ureter to the urinary bladder. So this is the section of the kidney. So tomorrow we learn about the kidney in detail. Tomorrow we will learn. Thank you very much.